today. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has remained silent despite a faction of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) led by Tanimu Turaki on Saturday declared him as its presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. The decision was taken at a special national convention held at the faction's national secretariat in Area 10, Garki, Abuja. The group had planned to hold a special national convention at the A-Class Event Center in Wuse 2, but moved its activities to its operational office in Garki after security operatives sealed off the venue. Jonathan was not present at the venue where his nomination was formally ratified, but his certificate of return was received on behalf of Bayelsa lawmaker Fred Agbedi. The development was announced during the party's gathering attended by delegates and party stakeholders aligned with the Turaki-led group. Addressing supporters outside the barricaded venue, Turaki accused unnamed political interests for attempting to undermine democracy through intimidation and abuse of power. This is what we're talking about today. Why is Goodluck Jonathan remained silent in all of these? A lot of questions, because I'm sure the PDP would have consulted him, that faction would have consulted him, he would have accepted before they declared him the presidential candidate. I mean, they can't not just do that. So what is going on? Is he contesting for president or not? I think it is time Goodluck Jonathan comes out to tell Nigerians what is in his mind. Enough of the games. You can call me Solo, you can call me Mr. Solo, you can call me Souls, you can call me Mr. Souls, but officially I am Solomon Ofem. Welcome to Matters. If you're just tuning in, this is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Now, before that, the People's Democratic Party PDP, backed by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Nyesom Wike, has called on former President Goodluck Jonathan to dissociate himself from his planned endorsement as the presidential candidate of the PDP for the 2027 election by the Tanimu Turaki-led faction. It described the convention that affirmed Jonathan as the presidential candidate of the PDP as misleading, unfounded, and intended to create confusion within the polity, urging party members to disregard it. Well, if you don't know, the faction, the Turaki-led faction, on Saturday declared former President Goodluck Jonathan as the presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. It was done in absentia. It means Goodluck Jonathan was not present for that endorsement. But the former president has remained silent. Up till now, no statement. Is he going to accept the nomination or not? I don't want to think these people nominated him without consulting him. Now, joining me to help analyze this is Ola Emmanuel. He's a public affairs analyst. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you very much for joining us on Matters.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon, and good afternoon, the family of Voice of the People worldwide. Okay,
now, where do we start from? Goodluck Jonathan has been silent throughout all these speculations and rumors. People don't seem to, political watchers and analysts don't seem to know what's going on with him. Is he contesting for the president or not? If he's contesting under, what political party? Is it the PDP? What faction will he lead before the timetable closed? The question was that, is he going to be doing it under the PDP or will he defect to another opposition political parties? The rumors have reached unabated, and now the PDP, the Turaki-led faction of the PDP, on Saturday declared him as the presidential candidate for the 2027 general election up till now, we've not heard anything from him, if he has accepted the nomination or not. What's your take on this situation?
Oh, well, what a very intriguing topic to talk about.
It is.
You see the subject matter of former President Goodluck Jonathan's name coming up in the open, and it has raised a whole lot of dust as to whether he is or it is a game. One thing I must say here is categorical, and that is you cannot shave a man's head on his behalf. As much as it appears as if we are still in a dilemma of knowledge, the truth is that Jonathan is contesting. Because sometime last week...
You think he's contesting?
Yes.
Okay.
Why I said so, that sometime last week it was on paper that the court had validated his rights to contest for 2027 presidential election. And if the case has not been taken to the court, a court cannot just make a pronouncement over a subject matter that has not been taken before. So for the court to say that, it shows that there are things happening. And like we all agree, behind every rumor there are iota of truth.
True.
And the question, the next question they ask is that under what platform, under what faction? I think the Turaki faction is where.
But before we talk about the faction, though, it is one thing for courts to have declared him eligible to contest. It's another thing for him to want to contest, because after that court eligibility,
yes,
political analysts, several of them were just saying, well, I think he probably was just trying to weigh his option, but that doesn't exactly means he will come out to contest. These are two different situations here.
The personality of the persons involved in the faction, I think I want to believe they have gone beyond the issue, the light or the scale of me using things without getting confirmation. Your name is Solomon, my name is Emmanuel. Why don't they call our name as to that we have an ambitions to contest for the 2027 election? Why didn't they call Gowon? Why didn't they call Obasanjo Olusegun? These are all former presidents of this great nation. So before these people come, there were consultations. I'm not saying it affirmatively, but they won't be able to come to national dailies and newspapers because it has gone beyond speculations. These things are there for you to know. Even they couldn't bring it to the open. These things are real. The reason is best known to them why that was done in abstention, but the fact remains that the intent, he has given them his blessing and approval. That's the reason why they could vote. Secondly, most of the time, silence doesn't mean no. Silent may be, I've conformed to that. Silent means I am in need. But it's not coming openly because there are still some underground works that need to be done, which I believe the reason why he didn't come up openly. But for his name to come up, I am so convinced that it's no longer a mirage, it's a reality.
Some will say this particular situation is one of the reasons why he was booted out in the first place. His inaction, his nonchalant attitude. I mean, as president, he was called several names. He was called, someone not having lots of indecisions. Don't you think this is verifying, those different names he was called while he was in Asurok, and what we are going to see for the next 4 years if he eventually win? Because for crying out loud, it's few months, some months to the presidential election, to the general election, and we still don't know if Goodluck Jonathan will be contesting, because he has not come out to say it plainly that he is contesting or he is not. This indecision is a problem, don't you think so?
I don't accept that as indecision for the moment. Remember, in politics, you don't, in political or political activities, it is not everything that comes to the open at the beginning of it. Some are behind the scene until it gets to the stage of maturity before you see. If you look at what happened in 2023, Obi didn't come up as it were like that. It was a sweep overnight that he left where he was to another place, and before you know, it's led to a movement. So as we speak now,
no, but the difference is that Nigerians knew he will be contesting for the president. We just didn't know on what platform. Yeah, before he defected from PDP to Labour Party. So on Peter Obi's case, yes, we already knew. In this case, we don't know. Silence.
Yes, he is not. That's the reason why his number has come to the fore. So it's no longer silent as it is now. But that he's not responding does not mean he's not contending. Does not mean he's not contesting for the 2027. Check your papers. Get some findings. You will agree with me that for now he is. But his refusal to say something does not mean an inaction at this moment, quote and unquote. I don't belong to any of this political party to say maybe I'm speaking for him. But like you all know too well, that politics is a game of scheming. So for now, he will speak. But he's just telling Nigerians, just at the appropriate time, I am going to speak. So it's a game, it's a scheme. Now, if you leave that and begin to come on to underworld fracture, that's where you begin to see. They are cooking something. You remember what Ibukula Amosu said sometimes ago of certain things that happen, that something is being cooked and nobody knew about it, that if I am not handle this case well, I am going to allow the pot to open and everybody to see what is being cooked.
And you don't think his indecision for him to be absent in his own presidential, candidacy declaration?
I don't think so. What if other assignment, is by virtue of the agenda, the United Nations or thereabout, that gave him certain assignment, is handling at the moment. And at that level, if he has an international issues to handle, I think that supersedes a national issue. But with people who are behind him, with people who are around him, those persons can equally do that on his behalf. And that's why I'm saying it's not an decision, because we must know the factors behind why he was not present for his declarations and his ambitions made known to the public. Except we get to know that, we won't be able to nail him or call him names until we get to know that. I stand to be corrected.
Now,
that's my opinion.
Talking about temperamental differences is less of a attitude. I mean, that is a contrast to his wife, the former first lady, talking about Patience Jonathan. Last week or 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, she was saying that he's not interested in coming back to the Aso Rock. She's not interested in coming back to the Aso Rock. He was talking to some women. I was like, why will he, after barely surviving, being in Aso Rock, why would she want to go back there? That is a huge contrast to what you're saying here, that his silence most likely means he wants to contest for the president. He's just biding his time. He's just doing political calculation, as it were. That is a huge contrast. And I don't want to think former President Jonathan is the kind of a person that will not consult family and his wife before accepting or rejecting coming back to the Aso Rock.
You see, it is one thing to inform people. It is another thing that you have made your decisions before you are making consultations. And oftentimes I tell people, anytime decision has been made before counsel is sought, the council is irrelevant because that decision has been made already. So whether patient, his wife, accept returning to Aso Rock or not, if he has made his decision, he is. You remember vividly that Stella Obasanjo was not Obasanjo's first wife. You agree with that?
Yes, we know.
Fine. So when he eventually became, it was Stella his first to become the first lady. Otherwise,
but these are two different people with two.
I mean,
we know.
What I'm saying is that whether Stella, sorry, I beg your pardon, whether patients accept to return to Aso Rock or not, and he has made up his mind that I'm contesting for 2027 presidential election, patient can't stop him.
Okay.
That's just my stand. That's just what my view. Well, that's what I think about it.
That's not the kind of personality we saw. I mean, in when Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria, I mean, his wife was much more vibrant and vocal. You know, unlike the husband as a president, that was much more mellow and chilled side.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's not venture into family matters now. But another problem though is the faction. Now, the PDP faction led by Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, before the endorsement, called on the former president to dissociate himself from the planned endorsement as the presidential candidates by Tenimu Turaki led faction. He described the planned convention aimed at affirming Jonathan as the presidential candidate of the PDP as misleading, unfounded, and intended to create confusion within the polity. Now, let's not talk about the intended to create confusion within the polity, because obviously that's what is going on. But the Wike-backed faction is the one that has been ratified by court and INEC. The Turaki-led faction is still under some legal problems. Is that advisable for Goodluck Jonathan to want to contest, for president in that faction?
Well, life is a choice. Whatever our experiences are product of our choices. Whether Jonathan is coming in to sample opinions of people, whatever people will say for a period of time, if that is his intention, is a choice. If he knows too well that my personality rubbing into the ground and it will be acceptable, is a choice. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Okay.
So as to whether it is right for him or it is rational, no other person can answer this question. We can analyze, putting the cards on the table and begin to look, this is not legible, this is not tenable, this is not accurate. This is based on the information before us. We can analyze and begin to draw inferences. But be that as it may, the Jonathan himself, who is the one that has the shell or the nut to crack, should be able to know what is good for him. So whatever comes after this, if it is good for him, good. If it is good for him, for me, I keep saying this now, most of the times we dabble into issues or as we try to analyze. Somebody told me in another interview in a radio that said that you are a good analyst, but the analysis you are giving as far as the power that be is not seeing reason to stop doing wrong thing, my analysis will make no difference. You get what I'm saying? So which means that people certainly will do whatever they feel appropriate for themselves per time. So for now, whatever it is, because if you ask me, would you advise Jonathan to come in for presidential election in Nigeria again? The answer and my response will be capital no. Because he has no need coming in. What is he looking for? You were a local government chairman, you were a councillor, local government chairman to commissioner, from commissioner to chairman, from chairman. Then before you know it, you were picked to become the running mate. And you become a vice president, a deputy governor. Before you know, you became the vice president. And at the long run, you emerge as the president of this great nation. So what are you looking for? Is it fame? You've got him. And looking at the antecedent of his leadership, he has been called to be given an assignment as an international, I think, either by World Health Organization or something, I think, or UN, United Nations. So that alone means that you have served your country enough, and we recognize your service and your personality, so I give you an international assignment. So what are you coming in for? Or you see, you will not know when a man is rushing in to gulp food until you know the length of his hunger. So he alone can answer that question.
And that's where lies the problem. The fact that he's not even answering. Now, we know once you become a public figure, there will be nothing private about you. Everybody wants to know what is going on with you. And he's been in the public domain for a very long time, as you've called out in his antecedents, his various portfolios, former deputy governor to governor of Bayelsa State to vice president. Now, some people will say Goodluck Jonathan is not your typical politician, and that was the what made him different. Despite some of the will I say disadvantage of his temperament, as it were. Some will say the fact that he's not a politician was what made him a good person. But being a good person is different from being a good politician. Is different from being a good governor. Know, these are two different things.
The variations of this, it goes very wide apart.
Definitely. He's been in public figure well enough to know what his silence is causing in the politics. The more you try to hide, especially in a democracy, the more you try to hide something, the more
they come to the open.
The more they come to the open, the more people will want to know more about it. So until he comes out to say definitely if he's contesting or not, these rumors will continue. And as far as this rumor continues, you and I will continue to be here to analyze the situation. so that is the problem. That indecision is what some people are not exactly enthusiastic about.
It is for me. I am removing that word indecision. Do you know why?
Why?
Basically, Jonathan knew he's contesting. Are you getting what I'm saying now?
Okay.
It's no law. I am so convinced that Jonathan knows he is contesting. And as he is contesting, whether he comes to the open now, it's not, and it's something that decision has been made already. Remember, there was one of the occasions I was speaking with her saying, I want is a desire and I will is a decision. So for him to come and you have court trying to validate it, even him knowing fully well the place he is coming in to contest has to do with a particular party that aspect of the party that people are doubting whether they have the credibility to present a presidential candidate or not. And he knew that fully well, and yet it comes in. That is a decision he has already made. So we lead him to that. If it is good, he will still see people that will clap hands. If it is bad, you still see people that will share in his tears. And that's one of the reasons why it is not worth it spending our precious time to discuss on the issue of this man. Because he knows he's a public figure. One, he knows his temperament, his personality, how he handles things. And if the Turaki faction knew too well that there is no other person except him to contest, then it means that these all we're seeing are games. That I want to believe that there are undertones behind this. He's not coming out, there are undertones behind it. He's not speaking, there are undertones. Because I know within me that you cannot come and present a man to him an affair without his information, without his knowledge, without his approval.
And you talked about consultation. that he probably making some consultation before finally coming out. And what would we expect to add? What kind of people is he consulting? Because I don't want to believe people with political know-how will advise him to contest under the PDP and a faction that has a lot of legal issues.
Legal issues.
Exactly. Yes. And a faction that have not been, it's a different thing if he's contesting under the wicked faction, because we know the wicked faction is the one that have been pronounced by the court and the ones that have been identified by INEC. But the Tinubu Turaki faction to a lot of people is just the spoiler faction. Even Sheyi Makinde, that was a member of that faction, have even defected. So what do you think is in his mind trying to go with this faction? Yeah, now some people have said he's probably trying to play a political game, but the question is, to what end? What political game are you playing? To what end? Are you still a politician or not? There are so many questions here.
The questions remain unending until he speaks. When he speaks out, we will be able to analyze the context to which he comes out or to which he speaks. But for now, because there are too many questions surrounding why he has to come in now. Two,
that's enough question. It's too many questions on its own. Why is he coming back?
Coming back. That is one. And two, if you are coming out, why not under a neutral party that is void of commotion? Three, even if you are coming in under a party that is already established, known to have secured power, ruled for several years, why not under the fashion that is legally recognized and approved by court of law that this people can produce a presidential candidate? But if in all these factors or variables are put before you, he still comes out as a presidential candidate, then there are laws behind what we didn't see yet until he speaks out. These are the things I want Nigerians and my fellow analysts to hold in their mind, that it is still a game until it will be visibly clear that yes, it is beyond what we are thinking.
Now, one thing is for sure too, though, just like Wike have said, and I'm sure a lot of political analysts think the same thing, that it is intended to create confusion. It is creating confusion in the polity. Do you think that is the aim from this faction of PDP, to just cause confusion, to just scatter the polity? Because it is causing confusion. Because don't forget, despite all the criticism of his administration, one thing is for sure: as bad as his administration was, the APC administration have been a million times worse. So some Nigerians will not oppose to him coming back. But before then, there are two other names that people are considering: the Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. These are the two biggest opposition names right now, and Nigerians are divided between Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi to help see if they can take APC and President Bola Tinubu out of office. If Jonathan is coming into the fray, I think you would agree Nigerians will want to know that, so they'll start making up their mind about, should I leave Peter Obi and go to Jonathan, or should I leave Atiku Abubakar and focus on Jonathan?
You see, Mr. Salt, putting these three persons out, I don't think any rational person will leave Peter Obi and go for Jonathan Goodluck. Politically,
well, he has a huge following. He has his supporters.
Yes, they have. Even if I come out as a person, as I speak with you now,
you will have supporters.
I will have supporters.
True.
As much as I am not in the politics, as much as my name is not even known in some quarters, If I come out today, you will have a number of persons that will say, no, I know Mr. Ola. I know Mr. Ola here. No, he worked somewhere here in Kaduna before. No. I know him. I was in Sokoto before. Oh, no. This guy is good in Lagos. He has handled some issues in underground before. You will see some persons that will come in for me, that will follow me.
True.
So for now, like I told you some times ago, as the game becomes tense and fierce, and the momentum begins to gather, we are going to see the light beaming fully onto the right place to see. And I'm making these predictions. As much as the government that be now didn't win their previous election, the status quo remains. Because nobody will put this man out of his position for second term except God. So irrespective of all competitors, all rivalries, every political segmentations or whatever you might call them, nobody, because it is not a vote that counts that produces the president that be. We all know. So whatever anybody is doing across all various political parties is just a thing that we won't allow it to be seamlessly like that. Let's not make a contention to have him know that there are other persons who have shook him. And that's what I feel. That's what I know. So by what has happened.
So if I understand you well, you think Peter Obi has a bigger personality and than Jonathan. You think some Nigerians will prefer Peter Obi to Goodluck Jonathan. Is that what you're saying?
In terms of the manifestos of Peter Obi, what has happened in the time past, what he stands for, although one will not be able to say that whatever this politician says as their manifestos is actually a contraction of whatever they do. Let's take for instance, we have hope. I think, was it hope before? Hope for Nigerians. And the hope has been dashed beyond repair. And now we're having a renewed hope. Instead of hope that we are supposed to experience, it is sufferance, it is hunger, it is insecurity, it is schools without books, it is hospitals without doctors, it is roads that are not pliable. Come to think about this, it's a country that if you put sand in a bucket and put in your balcony, that food will grow there. And Nigeria now is going about seeking food from Seme, from Benenua, seeking food from Niger, seeking food from Chad, seeking food from Cameroon, a country that produces almost any kind of food. And they call it a renewed hope now, as they are doing, and posters are everywhere. So it's going to be a renewed suffering. But it's nothing anybody can do except God intervene to save Nigeria. So Peter Obi will make a better contestant as against Jonathan Goodluck, because there are too many things, there are too many bots. Jonathan is this bot. As much as people are still saying that life was better, life was bearable, life was more enjoyable.
I mean that's what I wanted to say. I mean, yes. Jonathan has been tested. He's been in that position for before. Yes. Peter Obi is some would say it's like taking a gamble.
Yeah, I won't accept that. Peter Obi is not taking a gamble. Let me tell you now, Nigerians like people who deceive them. Nigerians like where they eat where they didn't plant. Nigerian likes reaping from where they didn't sow. So if anybody is speaking the ills of it, whatever Peter Obi tells us as a manifesto, I believe. Look, let me tell you, I was speaking, I don't want to call the name of the state. I called the name of the state. I said this state will remain backward except they allow other language to become the governor of that state. You walk into that state now, it's worse than Ikorodu, which is a local government. Ikorodu is far, far better as a city than the capital city of that state. Because there's people who have the larger majority will not relinquish that position for any other tribe. And I told them, you won't grow, you won't develop, you won't advance. It's not a cause. They said I was very raw. I said yes, because you do a kill and divide. Money came, nobody do any project. You do stomach infrastructure. So if Peter Obi comes, with what he has told us, with what he has done. He's a business person. He's not going to be releasing money for anybody to be eating and buying car and flying from Nigeria to Dubai to go and eat a lunch. So definitely we are going to see drastic changes, even particularly for the fact that it's coming from the axis, the eastern. They want to prove to the world that, look, we can do better.
And
I'm not campaigning for him.
Now that brings me to another side of the situation, where some analysts have said, if John, let's even assume that he is eventually come out to declare, that his candidacy. Let's assume the PDP faction that he has decided to run onto doesn't have these legal issues. Some have said that Jonathan coming in is bad news for the opposition party and good news for APC and President Bola Tinubu, because he's going to divide the opposition vote. He's going to divide the vote that is meant for Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. Do you agree with that opinion?
For me, I won't say it's a bad news for anybody. Like I just analyzed, like I told you now, if I come in, people will join me. So if anybody who has a broader or a larger followers have 9 votes, mine coming in will make it a minus.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
So one can, for me, I don't see it as a bad news for anybody.
Really?
It is politics.
You don't think he would have made any difference either for the opposition or the ruling party?
I have gone a little bit wide. I traveled from Middlebelt recently.
Okay.
In my 2-3 days there, I went out interacting with people, and I came to understand a majority of people who don't want to come out for this 2027 election. And I asked why. They said, what is the necessity of coming out to cast your vote or exchange your exercise your franchise when your vote did not count? Because the decisions are always being taken or done before the pronouncement. We know the winners before they are being announced. That's because certain things are being done wrongly. As much as Nigerians keep accepting wrong things as a norm, there is nothing good that is going to come. So too many people are not willing to cast their vote. Too many people are not ready to come outside and say that I would prefer to be indoor and be eating or praying or dancing or playing games. You understand what I'm saying now? So this political, the 2027, I beg your pardon, 27 presidential election will record a low turnout of votes as against what happened in the previous election in 2015. Now, so it's not going to be anything that one will say that is a bad news. No.
Now, there are some people that think former President Goodluck Jonathan's not coming out to say anything, because it's obvious that this is a political game that is going on. Now, there are people that are saying that it is the APC and President Bola Tinubu that is playing that political game, and they're probably the ones trying to push him and push his name out there to destabilize the opposition political party, and Goodluck Jonathan is playing that game. And because of that, that's also given rise to other speculation that Goodluck Jonathan may be working behind the scene for Tinubu and APC. Do you agree with that opinion?
I remember saying something close to that.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that. You probably said it in passing.
Yes, in my past sections, when Rita, Esther, and the rest of them were on studio. I was live on studio. It was not through phone call.
Okay.
And I told them all these things that we're saying now. Very shortly, you will see that the APC will create a faction within APC, create a faction within PDP, create a faction within Labour Party. And the aim of that is to destabilize, so that whatever concentration you're going to have, it will be divided. And at the end of the day, 72 hours to the DD, they will join up to be able to get the ruling party, the ruling party, having an upper hand. Okay. So for me, I have already said that long ago. So it's not new to me if anybody is thinking it's the same light.
Okay. So while PDP, continue their chaotic journey to the 2027. Well, the opposition political parties are having their own chaos. Now, let's start with ADC. Atiku met with Ayatollah in Lagos, trying to reconcile. We know the chaos, that trailed the ADC rather presidential primaries. Let's not forget ADC too has its own factions, and the different factions have had their presidential primaries, and they've declared the flag bearer for the faction. These other faction, at least the ones that have been ratified by the court and INEC, by INEC rather, not the court, because even this faction still have, ADC as a whole still have a whole lot of issues. Now, Atiku Abubakar, former vice president, emerged the presidential flag bearer of the David Mark-led faction, and that primaries had some issues. Former Rivers State Governor and Minister of Transport Rotimi Amici rejected the results. Businessman turned politician Ayatollah also rejected the results. As a matter of fact, he wasn't even present when the pronouncement was done that Atiku will become the flag bearer of that political party. Now, Atiku has been going on reconciliation tour. First, he met with Amici last week. I think Amici is now the presidential flag bearer. Sorry, he will be joining Atiku in that campaign. This information is telling us that he also met with Ayatollah. What's your take with ADC and the chaos that is going on there? Do you think ADC, the way it is now, stand a chance of going toe-to-toe with APC?
This is interesting, talking about ADC as we speak now. You remember, I think that has to be you. And I said very shortly, you will see crisis in ADC. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yes, I did.
Right. I said that in prophecy because I know that was going to happen. I said that because I knew the skill level in APC is such that they will use the ADC chieftains to fight themselves, so that they will not be able to have a strong contention against them. Why? Because they are like moving train, which nothing can stop until you get to the station. So whatever you're seeing as a fashion, as a problem in ADC now, is a pointer to us that a coalition that is just being formed not up to 6 months yet is having a problem.
I mean, some will say it's no longer a coalition after Peter Obi left.
That's just it. That is just the summary of it. It's an indication that it is something that has been planned down already. So we don't need to cry for any of them.
But despite the chaos in ADC, Atiku is one person that some Nigerians believe is the only one that can go toe-to-toe with APC, with President Bola Tinubu in terms of personality now, because one, he's been in the game far longer than almost all the politicians in Nigeria. He has the financial backing, he has the money, and he's not just like President Tinubu. He's not afraid to spend his money in order to actualize his ambition. He knows how to play the game the way it is being played in Nigeria, the good side and the bad side of it. Some people have said because of that he can outshine Peter Obi, because Peter Obi is trying to play clean politics, and that may backfire because we are not in an era of clean politics in Nigeria. Do you agree with that?
Yes, partially. The reason why I say partially is this. I just told you Nigerians eat from where they didn't set the table. Anybody who is ready to throw money at them and they will sit per time to eat and feed themselves and meet their lascivious desires are the ones that are going to cling to.
I mean, poverty has been weaponized for too long in Nigeria. It's difficult. It's difficult now to want to try to erase the ordinary Nigerian's mentality of not getting 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira. I mean, they want something to eat now, not something to eat in 4 years.
As Mr. Soul, as much as Peter Obi is playing or wanting to play clean politics, as much as several Nigerians may not buy into that, but a quantum number of Nigerians knew too well that the problems of why politicians are not doing anything is because of the money they give to the electorate before they vote. A number of persons are aware of that. And that was the reason why Peter Obi's case in 2023 was a movement. Because a lot of persons are saying, no, look, if you chop this 5 kg bag of rice now, you'll be hungry for 4 years. If you take this branded generator now, you'll be in darkness for 4 years, which has been the game. So it has come to the point that a number of Nigerians have known that, look, this money they are throwing at us now. Now, I was speaking with somebody on Tuesday last week, and I said that shortly as we enter July, you see money will be available everywhere. And somebody say, where is it going to come from? I said, this money has been hard. So which means that the politician knew too well that there is money available. But the unavailability of money in the market today is because they hold it that nobody should have access to it well enough so that when you are being given 10,000 naira, you see that it is $1 million naira. So it's a gimmick that the politicians are doing.
Now, still talking about
if Peter Obi is playing a clean game, there are persons who are ready to say, no, let's try this. To see whether it's going to go.
Well, we're going to see how far that goes. Now, still talking about the chaos of the opposition party, the Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party announced Chibuzo Okereke as its presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. What's your take on that story?
So I didn't get this question.
I'm talking about the chaos continuing with the other opposition parties. This time we are in Labour Party. Labour. The Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party has announced Chibuzo Okereke as its presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. What's your take on the chaos in Labour Party too? Because I mean, every political party has its chaos, and it just go from bad to worse every day.
Yeah, the issue with Labour Party is not strange. Like I told you some time ago, that chaoses, problems, grievances, divisions, segmentations in political party is what makes the thing sweet. But coming to a Labour Party, if they don't even have a problem now, people should be scared. Are you getting what I'm saying now? If as we get closer to the time, if they don't have any problem, we should be afraid. But how come? What's happening there? This can be too good to be real. You understand what I'm saying now?
Okay.
So, but the issue is these factions or segmentation. For now, as long as Labour Party has not produced any, how many government Labour Party produce?
Right, they only have one governor for now, Governor Oti of Abia State.
Of Abia State is the only one. So, if a credible candidate for presidential positions emerge from Labour Party, they have hope. Because as Nigerians usually do, the moment the party wins, every other party tilts towards that side, and they show they defer to secure their relevance. The reason why they do that is because most of them are failed individuals with low mentality for developing Nigeria. And that's the reason why they go towards the party that be so as to secure their position and then cover up their mess. So for now, let's not discourage them. Whatever issues they have, you're laughing. Let's not discourage them. Whatever issues they have, try to resolve it.
Well, the opposition political parties have not been the only one having problems. APC have having its own problems of late. A lot of people, a lot of politicians in the APC are not happy with the way the leadership of the party have handled the political for lack of better word, political national cake. Some persons that have been loyal to the APC for a while have been pushed down in favor of some of the persons that defected into the party from the other political parties, and the ones that defected from the other political parties with the promise of political advancement have been let down. So we have simmerings as far as political, far as politicians are concerned in the party. In this party, some of them are stuck. It's too late for them to defect. So we now have some disgruntled APC members. Do you think that will be a factor against APC in 2027? Finally, before we let you go.
No. Do you know what I said?
Why?
If you have a firm stand in your house, you don't need to run and hide in anybody's house for your personal security and relevance.
Okay.
You get that straight. So, like your word, disgruntled personalities, if they have relevance in APC, ADC, Labour Party, whatever you call it, they don't need to go anywhere to seek for their relevance to say, okay, no. Because where an individual is not doing the right thing, he will think of going somewhere so as to have this relevance. It's not a matter of political party, it's a matter of individual.
Okay.
So the best thing is for them to create value. The moment you are not creating a value, you don't have regards. So anybody who is running from pillar to post, all in the name of creating relevance, is looking for whatever they can gain to satisfy their immediate needs.
Okay.
They won't go any far.
Okay. Let's end it here. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you very much for your time. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for your insight. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for sparing us. Mondays can be very cruel. We know that, but you still took out time to talk to us. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and have a blessing.
Thank you too, sir.
All right.
That was Ola Emmanuel, current affairs analyst, the political analyst, the public affairs analyst, talking to us right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and the program is Matters. It is time to have your say. We have, let's say, 10 minutes to pick some calls and read some messages. The numbers to call 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Again, 0803 692 9933. You can call or text us via WhatsApp, not text message, not SMS, rather WhatsApp message, not SMS. We keep getting SMSs here. Please, WhatsApp messages, and our WhatsApp line is 081 717 56338. Again, 081 717 56338. Hello. Hello. Oh, we lost connection with that caller. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Matters on VOP.
Good afternoon, Solo.
Good afternoon. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
My name is Sunday. I'm calling from Mushin.
Okay, Sunday, go ahead.
Yeah, based on the man who was analyzing the water, you see, I will agree with him because it's not because Jonathan is here, Atiku is here, or so on and so forth is here. We not make the winner not to win. Now, why I'm saying this is that in a competition, there are many teams that come to contest in that very competition. It's only one who plays very well we get the final and get the cup. Now, looking at Obi as a person who they have been talking about in the past election that did, despite it was Magomago, he makes us understand that this man won the last election. And I tell you that despite those who are trying to kind of divide his vote this time, I tell you he's going to win again. Do you know why I say so? If a team was very strong in getting to the final and winning a cup, no matter the people they meet, they will still defeat them and get the cup. So all I know is that Obi and his party should only get ready to defend their vote and make sure that they were not deceived again or cheated again, or at the same time denied their mandate like the past one. Okay. After that, I assure you, Obi will be there at the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's pick some calls and read some messages like that until we go. What indeed is wrong with our country, Nigeria? Why should any man start talking of Nigeria to go back to a man lot of Nigerians didn't like? That's Jonathan. Please, Jonathan has nothing better to offer to Nigerian. They want to dictate for him on what to do and what not to do. He's annoyingly a weak man, always relying on his wife to take his stands before any good work. Please, Nigeria should take this time out to look for an incorruptible man to put things in proper shape. Chinedu from Badagry. Thank you very much, Chinedu. Hello.
Mr. So.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Matters on VP.
Mr. So.
Good afternoon, sir.
If you see from the upper side of Lagos State.
Okay, you see. Go ahead.
Mr. So, your analyst, your guest actually did a very wonderful analysis. In fact, he killed the topic of discussion. And like he said, Peter Obi has a more popular frame than former President Jonathan in this point in time. But I am one of those Nigerians who does not like Jonathan for any reason. Not because he's a bad man, because he's always a man of in between, a man of indecision. 2023, we are at a crossroads. Nigeria need to cross to the right path. Other former presidents, they were endorsing a candidate they felt was better. Obasanjo took Obi's side. Jonathan, Obi rose your hand up, Attorney General, spoke Igbo language, told his people to vote you. Jonathan could not come out for Peter Obi. He was so quiet. He was aftermath. He was reluctant, trying to play a statement for PDP that said, gave Atiku their card, their flag to bear for the election. He bought the card, the flag. At the end of the day, PDP disengaged. Now again, Nigeria has returned to the same crossroad after 4 years again. Jonathan is quiet, indecision, run, no run, being forced, quiet, no quiet. I never liked that man. I never liked it, Mr. Solomon, because he's a man of indecision. It was the same decision that kept Nigeria to this path. He left, APC came in and destroyed our country. So he can try to test his popularity, but I guarantee him, he will fail and he will be mocked. I appreciate you, Mr. So have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Solomon. This is Chima Surulere. As far as I'm concerned, former President Goodluck Jonathan should forget presidential ambition because he was rejected at the polls. More so, I don't understand the court judgment that clears him to contest after being sworn in 2 times for same office. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters on VOP.
Yes. You see some people...
Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please.
This is Olaiwola Abib Bodijai.
Okay.
You know, when some people are talking about Peter Obi, they are rigging election against him, you as an analysis, let me give you the breakdown. In the whole Southeast, these are the 4 presidential elections they conducted in 2023. All the 5 seats in the Southeast, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not even have 3%, Atiku did not have 3%, and Rabi Kwakwaso did not have 3%. It's not a rigid against the other people from part of other countries. It's not an election the Southeast rigged against APC. It's not an election they rigged against PDP. It's not an election they rigged against Atiku. This is the issue. And those same people, they want the vote. They want to get votes from outside the Southeast. And they say they rig against Peter Obi. And I don't want to talk about it too much. When the 2027 election comes, the stronghold way Peter Obi they use the rig election, where you used to get that 99 points election, Nigeria will touch there and they will take the election that are coming from there. And all the media house will go there and verify the vote that are coming from there. If the vote that the Peter Obi get from that place is 97% is to win, we will see it in 2027. And because other people are making it easy that we are one Nigeria and they are taking all that, it's not about fight here. The re-election is coming in 2027 and everybody will see the re-election. It's not about it that somebody is using it to. Now you have a strong attitude that is coming from the Kanu. And the Kanu that they are talking about, if Bola Ahmed did not defeat Peter Obi in Kanu, and they will still take the second position. And we have seen it, the election is still coming up. we are after the post-election in 2023. They are conducting like almost 7 elections. Where other political parties defeat APC. Let's see it. All the elections they conducted. These are the history here.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Soul.
Good afternoon. Switch off your radio set, please.
Okay. Yes. Done.
Okay. Welcome to Matters. Shola. Okay, Shola.
Yes. I want to align with some callers. For Jonathan, it's just so for Nigerians. I've seen that. We have a big problem in this country. We as Nigerians, we don't learn from our mistakes, and we always go back to our vomit. How can Jonathan now be our Messiah? Somebody has mentioned it. He was a weak man, and for him to have even kept quiet, it means he has the ambition. And I will say that I feel so sad for him. Doesn't he like his name? He has made a name by relinquishing power. He didn't want. He knows that the life of Nigerians is not worth power. What's he coming back to do? But in this process now, it's going to make it very difficult and dicey this coming election. I'm telling you, because there are candidates now. We have Atiku, we have Obi, and if Jonathan comes in the fray, so it's going to be very dicey. It's going to be very, very dicey and tight. I just hope that things goes well, because power mongering is the problem we have in this country. Let me hang my
your boots. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters on VOP.
This is Absentia. I'm calling from Kektola.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. For Jonathan, there's nobody that have been the president before that we don't like to come back again. But Jonathan should go and rest. He said he has handed over to Buhari that he wants his name. Any election any Nigerian blood does not want his ambition. So she goes just go and rest. So let's forget about Jonathan. And in Nigeria, I'm not sure that we have election in this country. It's the highest rigor that always wins the election. 2027 will not be different. That's the truth. So all of them that are coming, Jonathan, Obio, Jonathan, Tinubu, all of them have personal ambition. All of them don't care about us. We have not seen our leader. We have to look for leader. All these one are just personal ambition. I want to be the president. I want them to know I'm the president of the country. So anybody that wins election in Nigeria is the perfect leader. That's it. Everybody wins election in this country. We don't do election. We don't do election because we don't elect the particular people that we want. Okay, look at for instance 2023. How on earth will APC win Rivers State? It's not possible they do election in that place, but they won, and nothing happened. So we have not done election in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, King Solo. Solo, it is a very big shame if Goodluck there contests in 2027 general election. Let him listen to the wife advice before it is too late for him. The way it happened to Abiola when he ignored the wife Kudurat or Simbiatu advice. Let him give full support to Peter Obi. As elder statesman, we can no longer enjoy APC, especially Tinubu. How can we accept a man that everything about him is so controversial, from education, age, and birth? Mayor from Ikotuigbe. Thank you very much, Mayor. Hello. We lost connection with that. Okay. Good day, VOP. My take. Okay, Omar from Ogba, thank you very much. That's not what we're talking about, but we do appreciate your message. Good afternoon, King Solomon, and happy new month. Same to you. I can still see the sign of weakness all over Jonathan. He is not a man of courage. Since he's not coming out to tell us whether he's contesting or not. Character like Jonathan has no place in Nigerian politics. He has lost the little respect I had for him, seeing his name being dragged into faction of a party that is not recognized by INEC. John from Janiki. Hello.
Hello, Solomon.
Yes, so welcome to VOP.
My name is Madam Eunice calling from Maggie.
Madam Eunice, thank you for joining us. Talk to us.
Jonathan coming, what is he coming to do? That man should just give a chance to be to. After all, what is he looking for Asoro self? He already been there. We did not see him impact. He's the one who hand over to APC that we are suffering today. Now he want to come back, or he want to come and scatter the votes. He should just go and rest and give Nigeria peace. Are you with Atiku? Atiku was vice for 8 years. What is he still looking for Aso Rock? Somebody who is getting to 80 something years. We don't need those kind of people. Why are we training our children? Is it for them to be this thing tomorrow? They already told me they don't want to give chance for the youth. I beg you, let them let Nigeria breathe. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. Happy new month to you and the VOP family. Thank you. I feel sad for the life of the children held in captivity. I pray they are freed in Jesus' name. Amen. Amarachi from Amarachi Samuel. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, VOP Shikanade from Alaba. God bless Nigerians. God bless Peter Obi. Okay. Good afternoon. Jonathan is out of this 2027 election. He should go and sit down. Dare from Itire. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. I will sincerely advise Mr. Jonathan to pull out from this mess. They want to rope him in and support Mr. Obi. May God help Nigerians to reason wisely and avoid sentiment and tribal bigotry. Chidima from Ayobo. Thank you very much, Chidima. Let's see. Okay. From AB, Jagaban go beat them all, including his excellency, without legacy of 8 years work as governor and astute importer who is lying he would do local production. It is flabbergasting that those complaining that Tinubu wants to do one party state is fighting Goodluck Jonathan not to contest. I don't understand. Okay, AB from Aja. Thank you very much, AB. Please, I would advise articles to step down for Obi because he can't handle the country. If you're ma Bele Kale. Okay. Let's see. VOP family, good day. Jonathan is a joke. He actually decided to contest. We are where we are now because of Jonathan. He gave us APC, and look at where we are today. He should please cover his face in shame. Daniel from Apapa. Good day, souls. Talking about Tinubu, Jonathan is Nigeria presidency meant for the retirees? These are men that their ideas are archaic. Nigeria needs a vibrant and active mind like Peter Obi who can move the country to the next level, not running backward like what we have now. She cut from Itire. Solomon, Goodluck have already failed. Let him rest, Jerry. DJ Escape from Idimo. Thank you very much, DJ Escape. Good day. Okay. Anyone can contest, but let our vote count. If our vote counts, a winner must emerge. My name is Money. Thank you very much, Money. Good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. Happy new month to you and to all VP family. I just want to beg the NDC to protect their votes. Use what happened in 2023 and Abuja election to learn. We need the NDC to make this country a better place, just like other countries. Obi is the right man for this country. Okay, movement is what we want. Vivian Love. Thank you very much, Vivian Love. It is time for us to go. The program is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, where we discuss matters as far as Nigeria is concerned: politics, governance, economy, light and power, energy. That's what we talk about. These and more on Matters on VOP 90.3 FM. The show will be back tomorrow with Chioma Innocent, 1:30 to 3. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles at VOP903FM. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP903FM. You can also follow me on IG at Solofem1, as in SOLOFEM figure 1, and on X at Solofem. I am Solomon Ofem. Stay tuned to VOP 90.3 FM for the rest of our show. I'm signing out.